texts coming in already on 81333. Let's take a look at this one. It's Dave at the allotment. Allotment Dave. It's Dave at the allotment.
Hello there, it's Dave here in the allotment, as you know, and it's finally cooled down. No more heat wave, I don't think. I'm glad, like it's been far too hot. Anyway, I've got lots of things to do today. The skip come last week, well, Monday, so I've got a bit of tidying up to do around there and everything else. So I'll crack on. Right, I'm just having 5 minutes. I'm digging my potatoes out. I just like to say I seem to have caused some confusion about pulling the flowers off. I mean, you don't have to do it if you don't want, it's up to you, but I've found, well, it's not just me that does it, a lot of people do it, and the flower on a potato isn't needed, and obviously a flower is there to reproduce, which the potato doesn't need to reproduce. You put the seed potatoes in next year, you start again, and the flower, and you know, when the flower is on, the potatoes will be nearly ready. But if you pull the flower off, it'll not stop the potatoes from thickening up. You know, it just, like I say, the flower's not needed. But at the end of the day, the only thing you can do is plant them, hope for a little bit of sun and a little bit of rain, and then see what you get at the end of the day, you know. I'm busy here, I'm pulling up my first early rocket potatoes, and you'll not get good massive yields off them. The early potatoes, you never get a massive yield off them. The main crops are the ones where you'll get loads of potatoes, but I've been digging some up, and that's how big mine are. So, you know, if that's not big enough, then I don't know what is. But anyway, I'll crack on, I'll dig another one up, see what I get. Been sitting on me cracket there. Tiny little seat. They seem okay. Like I say, you don't get many off earlies. That's just the way it goes. But I'll show you this one here. I don't know if you can see there how it's split. Now that is caused by if it's been dry for a long time, and then there's a sudden downpour, or you've watered for a long time, and then the ground suddenly dried out again quickly. That's what happens, the potato splits. But it's nothing, you can still eat them. But not bad. Now if that's the size of the earlies, then I cannot wait to dig my main crop up. They're going to be massive. You can see the difference in size. They're the last two rows and then main crop after that. But like I say, it's up to you if you want to pull your flower heads off, like, but I do, and that's what I get. So it's not too bad. Also, plus as well, if you leave the flowers on, you cannot compost the actual plant, because it's them flower things are poisonous. But that's my little spiel over for a bit. I'll crack on. I'll see you in a bit. Right, to our time. I've had a tidy up round here, but you wouldn't be able to tell, like, loads of skip vines. I couldn't believe it. I thought that was an empty bottle of gas, but it's half full. That was in the skip. Unbelievable. Corrugated plastic, 2 sheets in the skip. This hose lock thing in the skip. There's this cot, which I'm going to make into a raised bed. Haha, a raised cot. That was in the skip. It's amazing. And a couple of them sliding wardrobe things and that. I'm going to make a leak trench or something out of them. Everything comes in handy. That's the old flower thing, what do you call them? An antique. Haha, that was in the skip. But it's a lot tidier than what it was. And like I say, once the and I can't grow anything here as well, because I don't know if you can see, but it's all brick flooring all the way. All the way down is brick, and I can't be bothered to dig all them out. So if anybody's got any suggestions what I should do in this part, leave a comment in the comment box below. What else? I've covered this bit over because I'm going to put raspberry canes in there. Cabbages are starting to get the hearts on now. So it'll not be long before they're ready. Getting loads of flowers on the runner beans. Just all the way to the top. Once they start coming, like, they'll never stop. And these blue lake climbers, it's the first time I've seen massive leaves on them like that. Sorry about that. First time I've seen massive leaves on them like that. Like, it must be a good year, unless it's not cow manure. That must work wonders. Me Bellotti beans. Oh, haven't got any flowers on. Oh, there have. Started getting the flowers on there, so that's a good sign. Now, broad beans, and I'm still getting loads off these. But I tell you what, I never really used to like broad beans, but I didn't know you could eat them raw. And I tell you what, they're bloody lovely. Yeah, nice size. Oh, it tastes just like massive peas. Lovely them, like. And talking about peas, these Provence ones, there's loads of peas on there now. I'll pick this one. These are another thing that don't leave the garden, because it tastes lovely. There you go. I keep saying this, but you can't beat like fresh. Really lovely. And the mooly radish and the choy some and the pak choy there. That's getting bigger. Me lettuces are getting bigger. Now this sweet corn has doubled in size from last week. And look at that. I've never ever seen a pollinator as thick as that before. So it looks like I'm going to get some, well, I don't know if I'm going to get any, but something's happening. All these broccoli are just going to flower. I don't know why. I can't. Like I say, I never usually grow broccoli. Gives 2 seconds, I've got bloody peas stuck in my teeth. Right, I'm back. Onions. Now I've noticed there's a couple. They've got like white rot stuff, and it's only 1 or 2. I always seem to, out of 50 onions, 5 of them would usually get the white rot, but not every single one of them does. Like, they're all quite firm in the ground, and they're getting big. They'll be ready to pick soon. That's my tatties, I've seen them. Nice though. That's off 3 plants. Like I said before, you don't get many off the first earlies, but you should get quite a few off these main crop ones. Like carrots, this one looks like it's ready, so might as well get it out. Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Whoa, God, he has a whopper by the looks of it. Oh, what's happened to it? Look at that. What's happened to this one? It's got a nose. But it's quite straight. This challenge carrot is it doesn't seem to be thickening up very well, because I think it's the variety I put in. The Amsterdam Forcing ones, they mustn't get any thicker, because this one's the same. Look at thin, but they'll be long. The leeks, I keep forgetting the weed round here. Like, what am I like there? They're getting thicker anyway. Tatties. I've been saving all these poppy heads, because like Rob suggested, I should do some guerrilla gardening. So I'm going to spread some poppy seeds in some untidy places, brighten the place up a bit. Greenhouse, whew, hot in here. The tomatoes are starting to go red, like, but I think they are supposed to be stripy, so I'll just leave them for a bit longer. Cucumbers are coming on. They got quite a few male flowers on, like, you've got to get them off, because they'll just make your cucumbers bitter, and with loads of seeds, you don't want that, like. So get the male flowers off. Most of the cucumbers nowadays are F1 hybrids, so you're guaranteed no male flowers. This is a strange one. Now them seeds are planted. I got some seeds that were off this pineapple. The seeds were in the pineapple. So I planted them and they've grew. Well, that doesn't look like a pineapple to me, it looks like a melon. So how's that? I can't understand it. Strange. Anyway, my Scotch bonnet is starting to get tiny little Scotch bonnets on. My bell pepper is starting to get bell peppers on, but I've just noticed there some of the flowers are just dying, so I don't know what's happening there. I put it down on the floor anyway so it doesn't touch the window. Well, that's what's happening. All these challenge carrots as well, like I say, the autumn forcing ones, the Amsterdam forcing, sorry, there must be a thin variety of carrot, but they're tasty. Like, I've had them. I've put this tumbler outside because I don't know if it was getting too hot in there or something, but the leaves started just shriveling up, so I've put it outside. It seems to have picked up. This potato is getting huge. This is main crop. Let's have a feel. Like I said before, I can't actually feel anything in here, so I don't know if I haven't earthed up enough. I can't feel anything there. Plenty of weeds here. I think I'll just have a fire when they've all dried up. Now these marigolds, they've just started getting the flower buds on now. They're about 2 foot tall. Weird. I know they're African ones, like, but I didn't think they would grow that big. There's me gorilla seeds. Now these wildflower things, there is a load of weeds in, but there is actually flowers as well, and they're quite nice. Tiny little delicate things. And look at the size of that flower. Tiny. There's not, what's it? Bindweed all over the place. That's nice. Now this here, I wasn't sure what this was, but it's some sort of poppy. And I tell you what, it's the most delicate flower I've ever known. That's one of the petals. It only gets 4 petals on, and it comes out, and by the time, like in half a day, it's gone. It opens up, and it's that delicate that any slight wind will just blow them off. I'll have to be quick and get a picture of them for you, because honestly, look how deep red that petal is. It's lovely. I don't know what sort of poppy it is like, but it's very nice, and there's quite a lot of them. So I'll be keeping the seeds off them and planting them somewhere in the garden. What's been happening in here? My grapes are starting to thicken up. I've been having to give them quite a bit watering because it hasn't rained now for a month. It hasn't rained for, so that's how they're not getting, like, but they are getting bigger. And these are black grapes as well. And I seen Rick Van Man on his last video, and he ate one of these. Like, his are bigger than mine, but he ate them when they were like that. Whew, no wonder they tasted horrible. You gotta wait until they're ripen. Like, do you know that if the black grapes or what? You know, I would leave them and let them see if they turn into something. I wouldn't eat them now. And like I say, it's your plant's only been in for a year, so I wouldn't chop it down. And because your grapes aren't very nice, it takes a few years for it to get established, and you'll start getting loads of grapes on. And I've got loads. There's 1, 2, 3, well, it's about 30 bunches of grapes all together, and they will get bigger than that. I planted one of these weird pineapple stroke melons in the ground because this is a hotbed, so it should be all right in there. I know it's a bit too late to put it in, like, but you never know. Now my cherry tomatoes are coming on, and this bush one, it's amazing. It's just hundreds all over the place. So I'm gonna grow them again, but I didn't think they would like bush out that much. That's more like a forest than a bush, that. These money makers, they're nearly up to the top. They've only been in 5 weeks or something. They're massive. They're getting some good trusses on. Looks like one from a posh restaurant, that. I'm getting some canny sized ones on as well. Just need them to turn red, and we're laughing. There's this other tumbling tomato. I don't think I'll bother with them next year because they're not very good, but everything's worth a try. As for ye, scare vandal, you didn't do anything the other day when I got my wheelbarrow pinched, did you? I'm gonna punch him in the face. Come on, I'll knock you out. I'm starting to drift now. I don't think I've got anything else to show you. And so I'll call it a day, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, subscribing, you know the rest. See you later.